Well, here we are at the grand opening of the Lichfield bypass through here, and of course what is also being completed with that bypass is the Lichfield Canal. Quite a lot of the canal the early works have been done courtesy of Persimmon Homes and Amey's, the contractors who've worked really hard. We've had a long battle over 7, 8, 9 years working with Persimmon over the details of this, and this is the day when the bypass is open and the canal is just about to be handed over to us to complete the restoration. We have, as you can see below us here, you can see there is the basic channel has been formed, and there's even a little bit of water in the base of that. Not enough to get boats through, but that will be about 1.5 meters deep in due course. We have towpaths to put in, steel sheet piling. There is a new lock to go in, new lock 22. That's something we will have to build. And right beside us here is, of course, one of the 2 bridges that Persimmon Homes have built over the line of the canal to get into the housing development over here. And so we've named this one St John's Reach along here, and of course the housing development has been called St John's Grange. So yes, it's a great day for us, handing over another large section of work for us to get on with restoration. With a good portion of the restoration has already been done, and it actually looks a bit like a canal now rather than something else. The pinch point right the way down there by the cottages, the pinch point was only 18.2 meters wide, and we had to get both a road through there and the canal through, and extremely tight. And we've worked very closely with the designers to come up with a solution that in fact allows the road to come through there and the canal to get through, and also keep the Heritage Lock 23 as a lock. We will have to modify the top end of the lock fairly heavily to make that work. It will end up with a lock that will have a bend in it. I suspect the only lock in the country that actually has got a bend in it, but that's what will happen. It's been fenced off now, and we're talking now about looking forward to the date when this is actually handed over to us and we can get stuck into building the Heritage Lock 23, doing all the remaining works that need to be done. But a lot of work down there has been completed by Persimmon Homes and Amey's, in terms of there's a foul water drain that has been moved, there's some development drains going through there, a whole host of other services that have been put in that area by the developers, and now that allows us to get stuck into the remaining works that we've got to do down there. What we've got to put in here is lock 22, which gets us up from 23 up to get through the railway bridge, but the lock will go in here. We're going to site it fairly close to the new bridge that Persimmon have put in here, and that will be something we will get to constructing soon after we've been handed over the site. We can start getting in there. There's at the moment quite a bit of water in the base. We're going to have to deal with water all the way down here, and we have already in our plans decided how we're going to deal with the water. Principally is taking all the water down to that end and putting a drain in the base of the canal to actually take the surplus water, the groundwater, out, so we actually aren't working in thick mud. But yeah, this is where lock 22 is going to go. Comes up, lifts them up, and then goes through the second bridge that Persimmon put in fact, and that is higher by about 2.5 meters to get underneath that second bridge before it continues on right through and underneath the tunnel in the railway, which is a job, the tunnel vision, which is a job that in fact is a future problem, a challenge.
When do you think we might get permission to start?
I was told that in fact the permission to start here, this piece of land, we're toying with the idea of in 6 weeks' time, which is fabulous. It means we can actually start straight away. We can get stuck into the work down. We can get in almost immediately to lock 23 and start working on 23 and working our way through. There's a lot of work to do at the old Heritage Lock 23. And of course we could in fact even start soon after. Again, resources is an issue for us, and money is another issue. We need enough funding to keep these things going, so we will be looking for an injection of funding to make all this lot happen.
Okay, thanks Peter, I better let you catch up to all the others.
Thank you. And we've all along said, right, we should try and get this piece of land here and let's make it right. But we're still left with...
Already got a problem in trying to get underneath an arch bridge to get in there to dig this out and do that. I would like if we could build that piece out to there.
Yeah.
That would be useful. I need that ramp towpath needs to be 2 metres wide at the retaining wall. Try and keep the hedges in if we can,
Yeah.
because that's very
Yeah, it's
precious to
pretty
the
sensitive.
side. I think if you